Hey guys, welcome back. How are you? I hope you are good and doing well. So, in the last lecture, we created active jobs to send the email when a new job posted or when the status of applied job changed. Okay. Now, in this lecture, we will create another active job as part of sending emails. But this time, we will create a job when a user applied to a job and then the notification sent to both employer and the job seeker, okay, that the application has been received and or the application has been submitted successfully. Okay, so what we need to do first, that here you can see that in the model, which is the applied job, we have a callback which is after create notify employer and job seekers id. Okay, so what we need to do here, that we need to move these lines into an active job. So we need to create active job first. So for example, let's say into the new terminal, let's create a job. So rails g, and then job, and here applied job notification, applied job notification. Okay, so it will create a job, and here you can see app jobs applied job notification job.rb. Okay, now what you need to do, open this job. Okay, and here we will perform some background job processing. Okay, so now what we need to do here, from applied job you just need to copy these lines. Okay, so just cut it from here and paste this into the applied job. Okay, and here you need to use this job seeker and job as the parameters here. Okay, so now you can see we are sending notification mailer dot job application receiver to employer. So this email will be sent to the employer and this email will be sent to the job seeker with respective detail. Okay, so now this is the job that we completed. Okay, and here we need to call this job. So what is the job name? So apply job notification job. Okay, so just copy this and paste it here and then perform later. Okay, and then you need to pass those arguments like job seeker and job. Okay, so when you pass these arguments, this job will be executed and it will send execute these mailer to send the notification to both the employer and job seeker. Okay, so now what we need to do, that we just need to call this link. Now one more thing that additionally I want to show you in this lecture, that here you can see that we have this queue as default. Okay, so by default whenever you create an active job, it will send the email as default queue or into the default queue. Okay, now if we wish, we can provide custom names to our queues. Okay, so here what we can do, let's say queue as, for example, applied job notification. Okay, so you can change the queue name here as well. Okay, so now you can see that this is the custom queue name that we are, this is the custom name for which we want to queue our applied notification job. Okay, now let's try to execute this job. Okay, so here in the applied job we already sent this applied job notification job dot perform letter, and we pass the required argument to this job, and we are accepting these arguments here to call the notification mailer for these actions. Okay, now what we need to do, that first we need to find a job where a user can apply. So here you can see that this is the job that I created already. Okay, so here let's copy this job title. Okay, and then go to the incognito mode and search the jobs. Okay, for example you can search this job here. Okay, so you will find this job here. Okay, now you can click on the applied job. So let's say let's find some lorem ipsum text for this. So just click lorem ipsum text just to make a better paragraph, because why to write such long paragraph. Okay, so just copy this and then paste this into the input field here. Okay, and paste this twice, and then at the last, thank you. Okay, and then current ctc, let's provide 1 lakh. Okay, contact number, and joining let's say within 1 month, and serving notice period, yes, true. Okay, now let's make some space into the terminal. So here where the our rail server is running. Let's first hide this. Okay, so the terminal is running here, and let's make some space into the where the job worker is running in, I mean into the delayed job worker. So make some space here as well, and make some space here as well. Okay, now let's click on the submit button, which is apply to job. So when you click on the apply to job button, and you can see in the terminal that it executed this line, it inserted a record into the applied jobs. Okay, and then it inserted a record into the delayed jobs. Okay, and here into the terminal you can see that the job applied notification job has been invoked. Okay, so it running and it is completed after that time, and it is one job processed at and zero failed. Okay, so now if you go to the main browser, I mean which is not the incognito mode, so here you can see that these two emails has been received. Okay, so here this is the email to the job seeker that a new job application has been received by. Okay, and then this is, sorry, this is to the job seeker, and this is for the, say, employer. Okay, so here there is one mistake I think which I made, that it is sending on the current user's email, I mean at the job seeker email. So in the notification mailer, for example, here job application received to employer, so here we need to use employer.email. Okay, now it will be sent on to correct email. Okay, so next time whenever you do this, you will get the correct email which is of the employer's email. Okay, so now you can see that we just created this job. Okay, and then we are invoking the notification mailer from this job, and we are invoking this job, I mean using perform letter within the applied job model. Okay, so this is how you can send emails, and I just replicated this lecture just like the previous lecture, because as much as you practice the things, you will get more better. Okay, so you can create more such mailers, for example, and more such active jobs to get more better with that. Okay, so the number of times you repeat it, number of times you will get better and better. Okay, and try to make it different things as well. Okay, now let's run the rails console. Okay, so rails console, and here what we can do, delayed job dot last. Okay, so it is returning nothing. Okay, so we will see that later. And here you can see that it is creating a record into the delayed jobs, and you can see that the queue name is applied job notification. That means the custom queue that we mentioned here. Okay, so in this lecture, the new learning what you get, that we can also change the queue name into our job, which is by default is set to default, but if we wish we can set our custom names here as well. Okay, so this is how you can execute the active jobs with custom queue name. Okay, so that's all for this lecture, and in the next lecture we will meet with another task. Okay, so till then follow this, and we will meet into the next lecture. Till then, tata, goodbye, take care, and stay safe.